footage. There we go. Okay, so first of all, I was going to talk about a new castration method for lambs. Some of you might have seen it at shows this year from Brian Eddy, who was a chap behind Roxanne originally, who is a bit of a mad scientist, inventor type man. So I'm going to share the screen. So there we go. Can you see my screen or not? Yeah. So this is his new method of castrating lambs in a more pain sensitive manner. So can everybody see that? Nod your head. Is that a yes? Yeah, right. We've got thumbs up. Cool. So it's like a little Bedizo machine, but then there's this clamp, a plastic clamp, a bit like what you would put on in a sandwich bag, but very, very angular. So it applies pressure across the tail, across the spermatic cords and nerves. So rather than a rubber ring, just crimping it and leaving the nerves there so the poor beggar can feel everything, and then it ends up break dancing on the floor, doesn't it? So this is nullifying the pain a lot better, and I'll show you a chart of the research. So that's the pliers, that's the clips. So there's different size clips, different size pliers for different size sheep. That's Brian, who's the inventor. Now this guy here in the hat is Vince Maloney, Professor Vince Maloney. He was my he gave me tutorials at vet school, and he was talking about pain and castration back then. That was, I graduated in 1990, so what's that, 32 years ago? So this chap's life work has been on sensation and pain in that area. So we will have, there's a picture there of a lamb with the clamp on. Try and find a video now of the system. So this is in Scotland. It's a chap that's used it. So one thing to note is that in Scotland, so rubber rings, legally, you can only apply up to 7 days of age. In Scotland, it's legal to apply this clamp system up to 12 weeks of age. Sorry about the noise in the background. We're stock taking. I hope that's going to stop. We're moving a bench, obviously. Right. Okay, that stopped. So yes, so in Scotland, up to 12 weeks, I think, you can apply the new clamp system. So it's handy for older lambs too. So I'll run this video. If I can find the, where's this? I seem to have lost the play button. There he goes, putting the clamp in the pliers device, going to do the tail. They're doing them quite long. These are Cheviots, they seem to just take the end off. And then onto the neck of the scrotum with another clamp. So bit of movement from the lamb, but not what you would fear. Tagging it. I think we're going to get a bit of tick treatment. And then next we see a group of sheep that have had it done that aren't flailing on the ground like we often see with the rubber ring scenario. So that's quite neat. Got the video running, see what else is going to happen. You must have called it Clamp Easy then, haven't you? Slightly different name, but it's the same system. Right, so I'll get rid of that. And then the other thing. So this is Brian's blog, I think. On here, he's got charts of pain research. So he's got charts of pain research here in young lambs. So they'll be under a week. So that's the left-hand side chart, and older lambs on the right. So they've got a comparison here, but it isn't a direct comparison. What they haven't done is gone out and deliberately rubber ringed a load of older lambs. That data, I'm told, is from some previous research where they put the rings on, do the castration methods, and then score the pain in some kind of way. So we've got pain upwards, and then we've got the different methods of castration along the bottom. So blue is rubber rings, orange is vet test, which or vet best rather, which was castration with local anesthetic. Then the red is the clip fitter system, and then green is no treatment at all. So it's saying that there was discomfort with no treatment at all. So whether that was just from the handling or what, I don't know, but the clip fitter and the no treatment are very, very similar in both cases. But the rubber ring in both cases, in younger lambs and older lambs, is a painful thing. So they've proven that it's better from the lamb's point of view. So has anybody seen that in action or seen it around the shows? Head shaking. Pierce, have you seen it? You can unmute if you want. Sandy, have you seen it? No comment. Okay, right. We'll move on to.
Oh, Graham, maybe just a little note, because in Holland it's forbidden to dock tails from sheep because of the to avoid pain, unnecessary pain. So this might be quite interesting, because of course with long tail sheep it's quite a problem here. Well, most of the sheep here are Texel type, so they already have a shorter tail than the down sheep, like the Suffolk or the so I might be interested in it to show it here to authorities. Maybe they can relieve also the ban on tail docking.
Well, if you send me an email, Patrick, I'll get Brian to send you more data then.
Yeah, I've been in contact with Brian earlier also about the stacking system for Holland. Yeah,
okay,
he's quite a guy. But I will send you an email, Graham. Yeah,
thank you very much.
Thank you.
So we will be either selling this system or providing a code that you can put in on Brian's sales website. The prices work out at 33 pence per clip, and the pliers are £200 plus VAT. There's different sizes of pliers and different sizes of clips, but this is the first commercial season for them. Right, so on to now item 2, which is watery mouth. So basically, I'll just stop sharing for a minute. So watery mouth is an E. coli septicemia of lambs. The lamb gets overwhelmed very quickly with growth of E. coli in its stomach, and then we get septicemic, and then dies. Unfortunately, it's a very aggressive illness. So tackling that has been mainly by sort of blanket antibiotic treatment, which has now become unsustainable or unfashionable, or whatever unword you want to put on it. But so things like Spectam aren't readily available for it. So to control it, obviously, it's colostrum, it's environmental hygiene. If you're lambing inside, there's very little problem with it outside in the field. So alternatives to that are probably probiotics, and also the Mayo Healthcare MonoShield tablet, which we've sold for a few years, and people seem to think that that's effective as well. Julie's nodding her head. So the MonoShield works by enzymes creating a natural antimicrobial in the gut. Is that right, Pierce? Would you say that was a fair enough
yes
example?
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Yep.
So Pierce is involved in that on our side of the Irish Sea, and we've sold lots and lots of them, and he will know the full impact of it. But it is definitely a real good product. On the probiotics point of view, the idea is you're putting in more good bugs to swamp out the bad bugs. We were asked to make a paste with those in, so we thought, well, we'll analyze market leading paste to see whether the bugs do actually grow out of them. And the label said 500 million colony forming units per gram was in there, but the lab only grew 10, not 10 million, but just 10. So we're a bit skeptical that the bugs can survive in that semi-moist environment in a paste for any length of time. So we're not going to be making those for anybody. So we do have a probiotic powder called Pro Boost. We are adding the probiotics to our powdered colostrum, so they'll be getting into young lambs if people use the powdered colostrum. We've got the MonoShield tablets from Pierce and Sandy, Mayo Healthcare, and from an environmental hygiene point of view, we have where are we now? We do, obviously you're going to keep your lambing pens bedding up as much as you can, but then we do have a drying and disinfectant powder to scatter on top too. And then we also have a very effective environmental disinfectant, which was researched at the Morden Institute in Edinburgh, and very effectively kills Cryptosporidium, oocysts, and then also some Glasgow research, Salmonella, E. coli, coronavirus, and also ringworm fungi. So that's a really good lambing shed, calf shed, surface disinfectant. And really that's about it. Does anyone else have any magic tips on watery mouth prevention other than colostrum? Plenty of colostrum, good hygiene, and then on top of it, it still seems to be a threat on farms that do good things. So does anyone else have any other tips other than the MonoShield Panatec tablets?
Graham, if I can just put in for a sec. We're launching the tablets as a liquid form as well, as of next week.
Is that a pump?
Yeah, as a pump, yeah. It's taken us about 3 years to get there, but we've been working with the University of Ireland in Galway, and we're hoping to launch it as a liquid on about the 10th of January.
Cool.
So I just thought I'd add that in because some people find it much easier to pump than to give a tablet. Some people prefer a tablet, but you've got the option now.
That's cool. Well, we'll have some of them pumps and
Yeah. Cheers.
And then my last little section was going to be on, or is on, twin lamb disease. Twin lamb disease, as you know, is where you've got too many lambs inside the ewe for what energy it can supply from its own body and from its diet, or there's something else going on illness wise that's causing it not to eat. So the metabolism of the sheep, and it makes a load of nail varnish remover, basically acetone, that then poisons the sheep, and then it's a vicious circle: blindness, no appetite, and death, and then everything's lost. Just let them move that table next door. Right. So there's quite a few supplements out there for providing energy. It's about getting the diet right in front of the sheep, which isn't always easy. But then you've got your top-up products like they usually call something with twin in. Ours is called Twin Energy, Twin Lamb Drench, Multi-Lamb, that sort of thing. Farmers seem to like molasses and things because it's thought to be high energy, which it is. It's a good energy source, but it's only an ME of about 12 and a bit megajoules. Now, propylene glycol and glycerin, which is what we use in ours, it's nearly 100% that of those two is an ME of 20. So you've got, you know, a good 50% more energy per dose. So that product is called Twin Energy, and I'll just share that in a second. Where are we now? So that sheep nutrition. There we are, Twin Energy. It's in a drench container, 2.5 litres, £41.58, and it's very a powerful energy source, really, to be used in animals used with twin lamb disease. So that about wraps it up from what I've got to say. Does anyone else have any questions to ask, or anything else to discuss? Is anyone else lambing other than Patrick? Patrick's got his Dorsets lambing in Holland. Is everyone else just, is it a distant thing? When do you lamb, Julie?
Mid-March.
Mid-March, yeah.
Yeah, we're quite high up in the hills, so we leave it a bit later.
Grand job, yeah. Yeah, I'm mid-April.
Oh, so you're even worse then.
Oh, I just like some grass.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the best way. So there's a chap called Ian. Where's Ian from? If Ian's listening. Don't know. Okay, has anyone else got anything else to add or ask?
Are you selling the clips this time round?
Yes. Yes.
Right.
I
quite like the sound of having to go with that.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we're going to use them.
Yeah.
Because we lamb outside, so we can't catch them.
Yeah.
They're wool shedding, so it's not an issue really, but we do some crossbred ones which have got wool on. So they seem to, I always seem to get one of those fly struck from a bit of muck around the tail. So
that's good. Happy New Year to you.
Yeah. Okay then.
Yeah.
Someone's on the phone. Don't know who it is. Anyway, thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
I'll,
Thank you very much, Graham.
Super, grand. And a happy new year.
Happy New Year.
To you too.
Thank you very much. Bye now.
Bye bye. Bye bye.